What if I told you that the money mistakes keeping you stuck could be easier to fix than you think? In 2026, the key to unlocking financial freedom is recognizing and avoiding common traps that quietly drain your wealth. If you're constantly wondering why your finances aren't improving, it might be because of these small but powerful errors. But don't worry, it's easier to turn things around. In today's video, we'll uncover the top 5 money mistakes that are holding you back and how you can break free from them. Stick around, and let's get your finances back on track. 1. Underestimating the subscription perception gap. How much do you think you spend on subscriptions each month? Many people would guess around $100, but the average American is actually spending closer to $220. That's a huge difference. So why is there such a gap? In 2026, one of the biggest traps we fall into is underestimating the total cost of multiple subscriptions. It doesn't matter if it's streaming services, apps, or membership fees. These automated charges can quietly add up without you even noticing. This is called the subscription perception gap, and it's designed to be sneaky. These small, recurring payments are often automated, so you don't have to think about them. They're low enough not to seem like a big deal, but when you add them all up, they can drain your surplus. Over time, these forgotten subscriptions rob you of money that could be better spent on savings or investments. The worst part is that most people aren't fully aware of how much they're paying in total, which means they continue to spend without realizing it. You may have signed up for a trial or one-time service, and it auto-renews without you ever thinking twice about it. The solution? Track all your subscriptions and cancel those you no longer need. Many people find that they're still paying for services they don't even use anymore, like apps they've forgotten about or streaming platforms they rarely watch. Cutting out just a few could free up hundreds of dollars a year that can be directed towards more productive financial goals. It's important to regularly review these charges and ask yourself if the service or membership is truly providing value. When you focus on eliminating unnecessary subscriptions, you take control of your spending, which makes it easier to redirect funds toward building wealth. This may seem like a small adjustment, but it's a powerful step toward improving your financial health. By trimming these seemingly insignificant expenses, you'll have more resources for things that truly matter, such as building an emergency fund, investing for retirement, or even just creating more room in your budget for enjoyment. Taking the time to evaluate your subscriptions is an easy yet effective way to keep your finances in check and ensure you're spending your money wisely. 2. Treating inflation as a temporary nuisance. Many people in 2026 still believe that inflation is just a temporary bump in the road. However, failing to recognize inflation as a long-term reality can quietly erode your purchasing power and leave you financially stagnant. If you don't adjust your savings or investments to account for inflation, you're setting yourself up for trouble. For example, if you're leaving large sums of money in low-interest accounts, it's essentially losing value over time. In 2026, inflation is projected to hover around 2.4% to 2.6%, which means money in a savings account with an interest rate lower than inflation is shrinking. That idle cash might feel safe, but it's not growing to match the cost of living. Instead of letting money sit in a low-interest account, consider allocating some of it to investments that can outpace inflation, such as stocks, bonds, or real estate. These assets have historically shown the potential to grow at rates that beat inflation, providing your money with an opportunity to outgrow rising costs. This approach might require more effort and risk, but in the long run, it's far better than simply letting inflation erode the value of your money. By diversifying your investments, you're better positioned to weather the ups and downs of the market while protecting your wealth. Additionally, by investing in assets that grow at a rate above inflation, you ensure that your purchasing power remains intact, giving you more financial freedom and security in the future. Adjusting your strategy today can lead to a more prosperous tomorrow. 3. Getting too comfortable with manageable minimum payments. It's easy to think you're managing your debt well when you're making the minimum payments every month. But in 2026, high-interest debt is still a huge problem, and making minimum payments is often just a trap that keeps you stuck. For many people, the amount they're paying on credit cards or loans may seem small enough to handle, but in reality, these small payments can drag on for years and end up costing far more than expected. In today's financial environment, where interest rates are often high, Simply keeping up with minimum payments means you're committing a huge portion of your future income to interest, not to your principal balance. This doesn't allow you to make real progress toward getting out of debt or building wealth. With each payment, you're chipping away at the interest rather than reducing the actual amount owed, which can make it feel like you're stuck in a cycle. So what can you do instead? Focus on paying off high-interest debts as aggressively as possible. If you can't pay everything off immediately, consider using the debt snowball or avalanche methods to target the most expensive debts first. Even though the minimum payments might feel manageable, paying down your balance faster will free up your future income and help you get back on track with your long-term financial goals. The sooner you tackle the high-interest debts, the sooner you'll be able to shift your focus to saving and investing, which will pay off far more in the long run. 4. Succumbing to invisible lifestyle creep. You might think lifestyle creep only happens when you buy an expensive car or take a lavish vacation. But in 2026, many people are getting caught in the trap of invisible lifestyle creep. This is the slow, subtle increase in your spending on small upgrades that don't seem significant on their own, but add up over time. Things like ordering more food deliveries, upgrading to premium phone plans, or switching to faster internet packages can seem harmless at first. However, these small upgrades can gradually eat into the money you should be saving or investing. The key here is that these increases are often so subtle that you don't notice them until it's too late. To avoid falling into this trap, start paying attention to your discretionary spending. When upgrading or buying something new, ask yourself if it's a true necessity or just a small upgrade that feels good in the moment. The more aware you are of these small changes, the easier it will be to avoid overspending. Cutting back even just a little bit on invisible lifestyle creep can make a big difference in your long-term financial health. 5. Reacting to quick money social narratives. In 2026, social media is filled with stories of people making quick money, jumping into the latest investment trends, or cashing in on volatile markets. But chasing after these quick money narratives can leave you financially stuck. Many people, driven by FOMO, fear of missing out, jump into investments without fully understanding the risks or developing a clear strategy. This impulsive approach leads to buying high and selling low, which is a surefire way to lose money. The problem is that these social media-driven narratives create unrealistic expectations of how money is made. They present short-term gains as the ultimate financial goal, when in reality, building wealth requires a long-term, steady approach. To avoid falling into this trap, take a step back before making any financial decisions based on social media trends. Develop a clear, long-term financial strategy that's based on your goals and risk tolerance, rather than what you see others doing. Stick to proven methods of investing and building wealth, and resist the temptation of get-rich-quick schemes that could derail your progress. We've covered the top 5 money mistakes that are holding people back in 2026, and now it's up to you to make a change. Whether it's tracking your subscriptions, factoring in inflation, aggressively paying down debt, cutting back on lifestyle creep, or avoiding impulsive financial decisions, making small adjustments today can help you break free from the cycle of financial stagnation. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to like this video, share it with anyone who could benefit, and don't forget to subscribe for more valuable insights into managing your money. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.